How many other trainers did you have in the gym?
We had, at the time, we had 2 other trainers.
So those other 2 trainers, were they on the lease too?
No.
No. But
Why
the
not?
one other trainer, he's...
Why not?
Because they just work there as a trainer.
You said you hired him as just a trainer.
You just caught him in one of his lies.
Okay, well, my ex-wife left, and I bought her out. Bought my ex-wife out. In the meantime, he wasn't feeling very secure about his position because she left. He wasn't feeling very secure, so I said, well, look...
Secure in what position?
Can I?
Okay, go ahead.
He claimed it was security to me to have something that I could own something. So why would you add your employee into the lease? It's ludicrous. You don't do that. But the thing is, we were business partners. He had a bogus contract on me that I signed, and I was always asking him for a copy, for like 3 years since I've known Ms. Barnes.
You signed something and you didn't get a copy of it?
Never got it.
So what were the terms? Like business partners, so you're
we were
doing
gonna
what?
get 50-50, we were gonna pay the gym the money, and then 50-50 we paid after. After a few years, I started losing money. I started not making money. I was making them like slave wages.
Okay. What is your proof that you were losing clients and losing money as a result?
Well,
What is your
because
proof?
the clients would leave and not come back with all the yelling and hollering. They were turned off.
Are you opening us?
Yes.
So, I can understand what happened here.
Yeah.
You felt taken advantage of.
Yes.
And you were his friend, and therefore you felt taken advantage of because he was taking advantage of your friend.
That's not true. I didn't know what
I'm
was
trying
going
to help you.
I don't think that Ms. Barnes came to George's defense. I think Ms. Barnes sussed out the situation that was going on.
Exactly.
And kind of said to George, you're being taken advantage of.
Right.
And you saw her as a meddler. So here's my question. If you're suing based on the temporary restraining order being the libel, why don't we have a copy of it? I mean, that's the one document you say constitutes libel.
When his lawyer threw it at me, I threw it back at him.
Oh, you threw it back at the lawyer? Is that what
I
happened?
threw it, but it was read in court, and the judge asked him where I was threatening his life, where I bullied him, and he couldn't answer. He just kept saying I called him old and made fun of his Botox and hair plugs.
Okay, so wait,
I don't have any hair plugs.
So you showed up at a court hearing, correct?
Yes.
And the request for a permanent restraining order was denied. Is that?
Denied,
I take it?
Denied. She threw
Denied,
it completely out.
Where is that 29-page statement?
I don't have it. I
Why
don't
not?
know. I didn't know I needed it. I don't have it.
And Ms. Barnes, you're saying that you lost out on job opportunities
Yes.
because you had to go to court?
When I told them I wanted the job and everything's fine, yeah, and then I said, well, can I postpone it because I have to go to court? What are you going to court for? Do I tell them, oh, I got a restraining order on me from this old guy who keeps saying that I'm trying to kill him and bully him?
So you had to push off your start date, is what you were saying?
Yes.
I have one final question. When did she threaten your life?
I don't know that she threatened my life.
You put that in the restraining
These are your
order.
papers, sir. When did she threaten your life?
Well, we had about 3 altercations or 4. One was 10-15.
Did she threaten
One was
your life?
11-5, and one was...
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Is there anything further either of you wish to say?
I just want him to leave me alone.
Do not come to my
Here's the-
gym. Stay out of my gym. You
Good.
do
Here's the
not
thing.
belong there.
He-
You didn't lose
he
any work.
understands-
Parties are
You were there
excused
because
while
of
we
George.
deliberate
He
in
loves
this
and
matter.
understands
That's the
money.
end of-
Now in recess.
Okay. Ms. Barnes, Mr. Columbus, we have deliberated and reached a unanimous verdict. Factually, this case was a mess. It was difficult to sort out. It's unfortunate what transpired. But legally, this case is incredibly straightforward. Ms. Barnes, you cannot bring a defamation suit based on statements in legal papers. There's something called the litigation privilege, where litigants cannot sue people based on what they've said in a court document. Otherwise, everybody involved in any lawsuit would then sue each other for defamation as a result of what was said in the lawsuit.
Okay.
So a claim for defamation, for libel, fails automatically, regardless of whether we believe the statements were true or false, because it's based on what was in court papers.
All right.
Mr. Columbus, we don't find any legal basis for your claim either. It is very possible that all of the conflict drove people away from your gym, but so far we have evidence that she was on your gym at perhaps one occasion over the last 3 years. There's simply not the type of compelling evidence that we would need that you lost any profits because of anything the plaintiff has done. We so strongly encourage you to part ways for good. We can't make that order, but that is our strong recommendation. So the judgment of the court is that the claim and the counterclaim are both dismissed.